Hi, this video contains my Godot XR JamJam walkthroughs. If your game is missing, then I apologize. I'm having some technical issues with PC games and tracking. I'll try to get to them soon. This is Casting Vibes VR by Jacob Hogue. This took me a few goes to get the casting working, but I had fun and I was able to catch some fish eventually. Here we have Catzpah by Brown. This one took me a little bit to work out the mechanics, but once I got the hang of it, I like the incorporation of the feline mischief into the theme. Here we have CHILLmulator by Devisant and N Supreme. I like the visuals on this one, and I learned quite quickly that I really need to practice my VR throwing. This is Constellation Coach by David Snowpeck, Logan Lang, and Michael Shayton. I originally tried it with hand tracking, but it really requires controllers. I was able to match some of the obvious constellations, but this taught me that I should probably spend more time studying the night sky. This is Cozy Gamba by Default Heathen. This is an interesting experience, visually cool, but I couldn't really work out what I was supposed to do. But it is definitely good for a first-time submission. Here we have Downtown Daisies by Dragon One Freak. Now this was a really impressive game for running in WebXR. It's got lots of game mechanics going on, and I think I missed most of them. I was able at least to grow some plants and package them up for sale. This is Fish by I Eat Bees and Skull Crabs. This is an amusing experience. It's quite a nice environment. Feels good, and it's very basic fishing. All told, it's nice for a first VR game. Here we have Flower Dome 3001 by JamJam. This is a nice planting game with good visuals and audio. It's a little taxing on the Quest 3 when it runs native, but I like it. It's got very good ambience to it. This is Go Fish Dot by Bublint. This infinite fishing game has a nice environment with good sounds and very good quality fish. This is In Sync by Oxtito. I like the visualization of the sounds made by the instruments. It's a nice idea. I couldn't work out what the red buttons do, and the grab distance could do with being dropped slightly. But as for playing music, I am no musician. Here we have JamJam by Liquidated. This is a very impressive audio playground. I'm having to switch between hand tracking for interaction and controllers for movement. There are some issues with the interactions, but with those resolved, I'm sure this would sound much better. But then again, as I said before, I'm no musician, so I apologize for your ears. Here we have Knipsa VR by Panned Art B3D. This is a game where you're on a mission to find and photograph different like creatures, objects, things. It's very interesting, and I found I had to just catch them all. This is one I'd definitely like to see more levels on. It was very fun. This is Lazy Farmer by Decassis. This is a very fun farming game where you not only manage the farm, but you're also the sun and the rain to help the crops grow. As your skills improve, the farm gets larger to keep you on your toes. I found this one a great deal of fun, although at the end it wasn't quite as relaxing as it started. This is The Lost Island of Beautiful Plants by Corneal. In this game, you gather and plant seeds. Having two plants close to each other results in some cross-pollination or mutation or something, which produces a new type of seed. This took me quite a while to play through and get all of the plant types. It's definitely a fun game to play. This is Meditation Monkey by Laszlo. It certainly doesn't start out relaxing in the noisy city, and you put your hands on the orb for a bit, and eventually get transported to the meditation monkey. So if you keep your focus on the breathing bubble, the scene evolves. I haven't played any meditation-like games before, but I did find this one quite relaxing. Unfortunately, it suffers from the Godot Vulkan render bug on Quest 3, but there is a fix that'll be out soon for that. This is the Roomscale XR Template by Carlos Padil. So this isn't really a game, but it's a template you can use to help make other games. It's got a nice pop-up menu when you bring it up with the buttons, and it stays in front of the user and can be used to tweak and experiment with multiple gameplay mechanics. It's a nice little toolbox. Here we have Sky Painter by Andyman404. Now this is a very nice AR experience. It allows the user to create clouds and move them around using hand gestures. It looks really good. There's actually a faint water vapor mechanic that spawns. I think it's when you create the clouds, but it looks really nice. This is Stargaze Retreat by Irong78. This is another constellation matching game. It has a nice summer evening environment and nice background sounds. The mechanic of finding the constellation is good, and it has a fair number of constellations to observe. It's got a nice feel to it. I like it. Here we have Summer Pottery VR by Proid. This is another impressive WebXR experience. It lets the users shape a clay vase or pot and then paint it. The environment looks good. I really like both the clay shaping mechanic and the painting mechanic. Although it would be nice if you could score points by making pots and vases that match the patterns on the wall. But other than that, I'm very happy with it. This is Tongue Drum VR by Yale Martin. This game lets the user make music on a tongue drum. The space environment's quite relaxing, although it does make the drum a little hard to make out. The sound is very nice, and it feels very natural. This was fun and relaxing to play with. I liked it a lot. This is VR Has Reclined by Hina. This game has the user sitting on a beach with viewfinder cards and popping balloons. The beach scene looks very good and the water is impressive, although I think it might have some screen space issues with VR, and the sky is doing a weird kind of dithering crosshatch thing. But the beach does feel very nice. The view's good. And finally we have Who's a Good Boy? This is by Coppertunic, Chazcineros20 and Leo's Cave Soul. Now this is a very impressive game where you play with your dog, you can throw sticks around or just pet the dog. The mechanics are good and I'm really impressed with the coding of the dog. This one is both fun and relaxing. So, all told, this game jam had some impressive submissions, and I'd like to thank everyone that participated. Once again, I'm sorry there were technical issues and I was unable to review a couple of the submissions. I hope everyone had fun, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Thank you.